think I told you this yesterday, one of the last times. There you go.
They're lying to me now. They've been lying to me my whole life. Welcome.
Good evening, Gilbo. Good
Jeffy
evening.
C. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too, my guy. You too.
From Las Vegas. It's
Sin
the
City.
Useless Eater Show.
F1 is in the house, my guy.
F1 is happening.
Hey,
right.
bro, with your little journeys that you have to take every day, how's that traffic treating you?
Oh, it's so fun. I know all the ways to get around through that area. I took a video the other day because I'm, where the Formula race is on the strip, and during the day it's open, and then they close a couple of areas off, and then it's closed. But I've driven through there. It's pretty cool that I got to
Drove through the actual track?
Yeah, not the entire track, but it's in that area through the strip and down there by the Venetian and back in there. But boy, it makes it hectic to get to some of those locations.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. I drove up there last year. I had to do a delivery myself, some catered food that I had to deliver. And I said, "Oh, I'll just cruise down Spring Mountain." Bad call, bro.
Yeah.
From Industrial. I'm like, okay, I'm on Industrial. I dropped off this thing. It was at some function for one of the companies I work for. And dude, it was the worst. The absolute worst.
Yeah, I mean, just to get into the Venetian, it's an hour just to get in there. I mean, on a normal day. Forgot to put my here.
Your cheat sheet. Anyway, Gil, a lot of stuff going on, man. I am not pleased with this pick he's got for Surgeon General. How about you, my guy?
Well, my initial thoughts is she was totally, backing the lockdown, the masks, the jabs. I don't think I understand that pick yet. Is there some reason why?
Well, she's getting flamed and torched on X. I'm sure you might have seen some of that.
Yeah, I don't get that pick.
Nobody does. Nobody understands it. So I don't know it. You don't know it.
I'm surprised you didn't pick like that guy from Florida who's been, talking about the fluoride in the water.
Is it Lapido? Yeah.
That guy would have been a fantastic pick.
I've actually shared a lot of that on some posts on X, man. And a lot of people are.
Yeah, we were talking about Matt Gaetz yesterday. I saw something today that said, "Hey, Pam Bondi ought to appoint him special counsel or something to go investigate."
You what, bro, he ain't done. He ain't done. And you know what? Pam Bondi ain't no joke.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of stuff about her. Oh, I see you're sporting a shirt you got from the AlexJonesStore.com. Make groceries affordable again. Nice.
Yes, got to support the InfoWar, as are you, my guy. You got the special edition shirt that is the fundraiser.
Yeah.
And we saw the winner of the truck. I'm going after the Ford again. I'm going to buy some more products, but I'm actually just doing it to support AJ. If he, if I win a truck and 10 grand, that'd be great. But everybody who listens should definitely support the InfoWar and go see the AlexJonesStore.com. And we are not getting paid to say that. We just want him around, right, my guy?
Yeah, and I almost didn't even want to come on and do a stream tonight because I turned on Alex and I'm just watching him and he's talking about, the same things that we're talking about. Maybe that's because I watch him all the
time. Dude, is he doing a Saturday stream today?
He was, or let's see.
Or is it just a rebroadcast of yesterday?
Yeah, so let's see here. Let's see here if I can pull that up. Am I gonna get the
Oh,
audio?
he might be doing a AJ, the Alex Jones Network on X. Yeah, streaming it. I like that, bro. I like that Benny Johnson rip that we're doing here.
Yeah, let's see if I can do one of those. I don't know if this audio is gonna work. I had it where I had it. Thought I had it set up, but let me check it again here. Let me see if this works.
I'm not hearing Laura.
Got to get my audio to work here.
It looks like it's playing.
Oh, here we go. Nope.
You guys, anybody out there watching? We are always doing this live, trying to figure out our shit. And I should say Gil because he's producer Gil.
Yeah, producing on the fly.
Producing on the fly. What's Laura talking? Oh man, I want to hear what she's talking about because she's always got something pertinent going on.
Wow, it was working.
Well, dude, you got the speaker muted on X. Click that little X. See the speaker's got an X on it in the lower right corner. See it? The speaker is mute. You see down, go over, see where the play button is. Go to the right from that, or it might be your left. No. Up in the actual Twitter feed. Up in actually.
Oh.
You see the speaker? Click that.
No, I got it. That's.
Here's something. Is that something playing on your phone in the background?
No. The thing is the way I've got it set up is I have to pick the audio source.
Producer Gil. Flying by the seat of our pants.
Oh, here we go.
To yourself or to the public.
Now we can hear.
Number 4, question.
I can't hear it.
Really?
It's very simple.
Can you hear it?
Number 1, journalists are not lawyers in a court of law trying to prove a case or activists campaigning for a cause. Our job is to seek the truth no matter what and follow the facts wherever they lead us, regardless of political outcomes or consequences.
I had it muted on my end because I am retarded.
It's not the role of a journalist to decide what people should think. Our duty is to search for the whole truth and communicate accurately and honestly so the audience or reader can make up their own mind. Number 3, thou shalt not mislead, deceive, or lie to yourself or to the public. Number 4, question everything. Only the truth stands up to questioning. 5, 2 first-hand sources are the Holy Grail, always better than indirect or single sources. 6, be as skeptical of those you like and agree with as you are of those you neither like nor trust. 7, opinion and analysis have a worthy place in journalism, but are not fact and should not be presented as such. 8, never underestimate the audience. People are not as dumb as you think, and lack of familiarity with a subject should never be confused with stupidity. 9, be honest with yourself and aware of your own bias. No one is immune. 10, anonymity has an important place in protecting sources for valid reasons. It should not be used as cover for political, corrupt, or nefarious purposes, and it is up to us to be the guardians of our craft.
All right.
Was that the 10 Commandments of Journalism?
Yes.
Well, right on.
By Laura Logan, and of course we could use those. I mean, there's a lot of times I'm very biased.
I would agree with that.
And I can do better.
Yeah, we could all do better, bro. We could all do better. Anyway, so what are we doing tonight, bro? We just gonna freaking hang out? What's going on? You got anything planned?
Oh, I wanted to show that video that we were talking about last night.
Oh, which one?
Let's see here. Let's go to that.
Motherland?
No, yeah, right.
We got struck for that. YouTube sucks, bro. Oh my God. Poor Mitch McConnell. Not really. He's a cuck.
Okay. Senator, you're up for election in 3 short years. What are your thoughts on that at this point?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
Yeah. Wow.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
You're gonna need more than a minute.
Penny.
Wow.
head outside, so come with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro.
Here's another one. Here's another one of him.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Bro. I mean, what is going
We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
bro.
Yeah, I mean that's hard.
Dude.
That's hard to watch, dude.
Bro,
Like,
it's not even. It's like I can't. It's sad. I mean, what in the effing world is he still doing? Why? Okay, a couple things. A, he needs to retire. Clearly, he needs to just. He had a nice long run. He's a bazillionaire right now. Him and his wife. Just relax, bro. Get the help you need. And two, or both really, but why do they keep putting him in front of cameras? I mean, that's like, it's happening. Like he just blanks out, man.
yeah.
Stop putting Mitch McConnell in front of cameras, bro. You know what I mean? Why, he needs to retire. He needs to be
And
retired.
he's what, the
you know?
Senate minority leader. He's like the head of the Republicans in the
Well, right
Senate.
now, with John Thune, I mean, I don't know if on the January after they swear in, John Thune takes over. But I mean, I'm not happy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think that we're gonna have those four. They said that there's 4 senators that are just gonna do everything they can to be anti-Trump. I'm grateful that Mitt Romney's gone because he'd be a 5th. But what is it? Murkowski, Collins, McConnell, and I think they said Thune. There's going to be some sticklers that are just going to, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just wish they'd have put a guy like freaking Rand Paul in there as the majority leader. You know what I mean? As the leader of the Senate. Rand Paul, maybe Josh Hawley. That'd have been good. Josh Hawley voted for Thune. I don't get it, bro. Rick Scott would have been more of a ball buster, but I don't know.
Well, I still say that there's a lot of them that are totally paid off, and
100%.
I mean, it's a position of such great power. And you think about it when you go to vote. If you even like Sam Brown. I don't know Sam Brown. I only met him one time. I didn't really particularly like him, but I voted for him because he was the Republican nominee. But he was DC backed him with so much money.
Mitch McConnell. He was going to
Yeah.
be, he was going to be another Mitch McConnell puppet, man. I mean,
Like,
Mitch
I
McConnell gave
realize,
no
like-
money to Kerry Lake. None.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then others like local voices that, like, when I went out and I listened to the debate and listened to some of the people that are running,
Yeah.
none of them had the money or the backing. And if you don't have the money or the backing, and if you do have the money and the backing, then you're a puppet. Then somebody owns you.
Well, I think that we all can take a page from Barron Trump, man, who encouraged his father to go on Joe Rogan and things like that. I mean, it's just like, I think we need to utilize the tools. When I say we, I mean, the Republican Party, get on the big podcasts, do the deal, try and find the local guy in the state that you're in. And maybe in the next cycle, we'll be one of those big guys out here in the state of Nevada that, can help make people aware of what's going on. I mean,
Well, and if you're really strong on one side or the other, you're going to have more than half the population that doesn't like you. So, I mean, I couldn't imagine what it'd be like for me, starting from, right now. Okay, I announced my candidacy for U.S. Senate for Nevada.
you're going to do it, Gil? I'll be your campaign manager. Listen, here's the deal, bro. I mean, I think that what you're going to see happen with this America First MAGA movement is you're going to see more and more people that are just common sense people. I mean, MAGA has gotten, I mean, listen, the legacy media is dead, right? That's clearly what's going on right now. The legacy media is dead. I mean, isn't it what's going on? I'm hearing Donald Trump Jr. and Elon are going to buy MSNBC. That would be hilarious. But the legacy media is dead. You don't have a fair shot on there because that's where all the ad dollars go, right? And on the internet and all, the Googles and the YouTubes and the Facebooks. And guess what? Nobody's buying the bullshit anymore. No, I shouldn't say nobody, but there's an awakening happening, dude. And I think that if you're just running on common sense stuff, it's like, I mean, if I was going to run on something, I wouldn't, when I got asked about abortion, I'd say, listen, man, it's already law. Just let's leave that one alone. It's not the hill I'm going to die on. How do you feel about abortion? I'm pro-choice. It ain't my choice. How about that? You know what I mean? Let the women, I mean, I think there need to be restrictions? Of course. But if you talk to any liberal, they're going to say the same thing. I'd say that the 80% of people that share common views, whether you're on the right or the left, we have common views. I'd say 80 to 85% of the people say, of course there needs to be restrictions on abortion. Or what is it called? What's the sugar-coated version of it? Women's health care.
Women's health care.
Yeah. So the health care, whatever it is, they call it. So, nobody's trying to take away anybody's rights. I mean, nobody's trying to take away anybody's trans rights. I mean, listen, if you're a trans woman and you've got a dick, you can't be going into the freaking ladies' bathroom, bro. Go into the family bathroom, the one that you can go in there by yourself. You know what I mean?
Or
as long as there's not a parent in there changing their kid's diaper.
Or the women's locker room. Yeah.
No, dude. I mean, women and trans women in women's sports is got to be done. And again, it's mostly just common sense. You just got a couple of loud motherfuckers on that side. They're like, well, a trans woman is a woman. No, I'm sorry, bro. Nobody buys that. I mean, I shouldn't say nobody. I don't buy that. I don't have to buy into your delusion.
Why does that make me feel so uncomfortable when I'm in a room with someone and I can obviously tell it's a guy dressed up like a woman? Why does that make me feel uncomfortable?
Dude, I got to be honest with you, man. I have not. I don't think I've ever been in a room with trans. I mean, I guess I have. I have, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's like, hey, right on, man, live your life. That's fine. I don't have to buy into it though. The pronouns and the this and the that and the other thing. It's like, be respectful. Listen, hey, I'll try and remember to just call you by your name if you got some kind of goofy fucking pronouns.
All right, I'll have to share my trans story.
The mic is yours.
So back in the day, I was a yellow cab driver, and I remember being on Commerce Street, and I went down that street, and like three of the most finest women were standing on the side of the road. And I look back, and I'm like, I'm going around the block, and I'm going to check it out again. And the second time around, I looked, and then I realized they were men. So I learned my lesson. Like, if a woman is so fine that I'm willing to drive around the block to see her again, it could be a guy.
Well, I mean, I do have a story I can share from a long time ago myself. I lived in LA for a long time, back in the 80s and 90s, and I went to music school, and I'm a bartender. You know what I mean? Done many things in my life, Gil. So I'm bartending, and I was on Hollywood Boulevard, this restaurant, and I was in the back, and all of my buddies would come in, and my bandmates or classmates and my instructors actually were starting to come down there because they liked their guy, and plus I knew where to score good dope at the time. I don't condone that behavior now, but anyway, so there was, people would come in all the time off the Hollywood Boulevard, and there was some, back then, I guess they were just considered transvestites, I guess. This was the late 80s and early 90s, and beautiful, well done. They were convincing. Let's just put it that way. And I knew their gig. You know what I mean? They were just prostitutes. You know what I mean? They were male prostitutes, is what they were, and they liked to do whatever they liked to do in Hollywood at the time, and whatever. You know what I mean? They were good. They were good tippers. They were funny, and they were great. And so then it got popular because I was a student at this school, and people would come in. A lot of the classmates would come in, and they'd get fucking ripped up, man. I mean, they just get drunk. You know what I mean? Because I was a heavy hand, if you will, for my friends. And I saw one of my classmates making moves on one of these prostitutes, and I tried to stop him. I'm like, dude.
Lola, my
dude. I'm trying not to blow his gig, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm trying to also not put my friend in a situation where it was going to be a situation because he might have got hot-headed and then hurt this person. You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah.
I was just trying to avoid the whole situation, but he was like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. I'm making moves here. And I'm like, no, dude, you're really not. And sure enough, they went out, and I don't know what happened, but he was like very upset that I didn't stop him. And I'm like, bro, I tried. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, that is on you because you were not listening. You had a whiskey hard on, and it kind of took over. So, but how was it? You know what I mean?
Have to give you the high sign next time.
Dude, I'm just like, listen, hey, you went for it, and sorry that it worked out that way, but hey, listen, man, not my drama. Tried to tell you, tried to play both sides against the middle, man. I didn't want to blow anybody's gig, and I didn't want my buddy to find himself in a very, very odd situation that he was definitely not looking for. But hey, you know what? Such is life.
Yeah. Hey, I was looking through a previous transmission, and I saw this Joe Rogan clip where he's talking about how he used to be far left.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna share it real quick.
These blue bubbles where everyone's gone insane. Well, I used to be a part of the blue bubble. I was 100% a left-leaning person who lived in Los Angeles. At the end of the day, I'm way more left than I am right. But California went nuts, man. It's gone like full communist. It's out of its mind. They ruined the city.
I'm in the middle now.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
I never thought I would ever say that.
Never. They're in a cult. They're in a cult.
The funny thing about that is that we're accused of being in a cult.
Yeah.
I mean, and I got another question, man. Where's Kamala at? We haven't seen her since the election, have we?
I've seen pictures of her in Hawaii.
Well, she's on vacation right now, but I mean, adios, amigo. Joe Biden's, torching the fucking earth, in the last, 2 months of his administration, and allowing the Ukrainians to go ahead and fire off these Western-made missiles, and getting us closer and closer. And dude, I mean, it's getting kind of freaking frightening out there. No?
Well, I don't think. I mean, the general public isn't frightened. It's only when I watch Alex Jones that I get really fired up, get nervous about what the hell's going on.
Well, I mean, again, that's because you and I know that he's in front of a lot of this
paying
stuff,
attention.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some urgency in how he's speaking right now, and that makes me a little, listen. I don't care what anybody says about Alex Jones. When he's speaking, when he's screaming hair on fire type, screaming that he's been doing lately, it's like, you better pay attention. You better fucking pay attention, man. For real. Because
did you
he makes
watch
me nervous.
any of that Elon Musk and Neil deGrasse talking about Mars?
No.
There was a Spaces about that earlier.
You got it? You got some of it?
No, I think I missed it. I was seeing if I could pull it up, but I guess I can't.
Dude, if you're gonna use X for some of our streaming, man, if you see something on X, just bookmark it, man, and then we'll pull right from the bookmarks.
Okay.
That's how you do that.
Oh, here's that one I was talking to you about last night. John Cohen.
Oh yeah. Great tune. Copy strike.
8, 7, and 9.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
Perhaps there's a thing or two. I think of lying in bed.
Those are all the original Wuhan SARS-CoV-2 patients. And they all had influenza. 8% influenza, 2% SARS-CoV.
You see, it's all clear. You are meant
But
to
nobody
be
was talking about 8, 7, and 9.
from the beginning. Maybe I might have changed, not been so cruel,
Wow, dude.
not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done. I just can't recall. It doesn't matter at all.
I
5
can't read. I wish
million
I could read that.
birds cold. The virus infections can cause disease that affects multiple.
You are meant to be here from the beginning.
Disrupts the monolayer human brain microvascular. It's fast.
Yeah, dude, it's really bad. All I can do is dig on this freaking Emerson Lake and Palmer tune, though, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not paying any attention to the video. I know that. Hey, dude, I got something that Colin. I read from. I think it was him who said it. I'll tell you as soon as it's done. Yeah, dude. Colin, I think was he the one that was talking about the October 1 shooting at Mandalay
October
Bay?
7? Yeah. Or
Was it October 7? Was it October 1 or October 7? Whatever.
Yeah.
It was in 17. The Route 91 shooting. He was, I think it was Colin who I read something on X with him. He was talking about it, how he goes, this was a complete cover up. It was an assassination attempt on MBZ, from the Saudi prince who was staying at the Mandalay Bay. And it was there was a cover up to try and take him out.
And 1 year to the day after, it's when they killed that journalist guy.
Yeah,
who was-
Khashoggi.
And I think Khashoggi was in on that plot.
Dude. So you saw the same thing I saw from
Yeah.
Colin, right? About
Oh,
MBZ.
I watched hours of him.
Where are you
talking
seeing? Has he got does he have a Rumble channel?
He's got a bunch of stuff up on YouTube.
And it's still up there.
Oh yeah. He talks about even the police when they were going into the room of the shooter.
Yeah.
He goes through all the videos. There's rumor there was a zip line. There's rumor that he was a patsy and that he was
Total patsy, bro.
These other 3 women were in the room with him, and they convinced him to bring all these guns because he was going to go out the next day and go shooting with some of these women's friends that were in town. And basically, there was a bunch of ammo, and there was no guns that matched that ammo. They went in and got the guns they needed for whatever else that they were planning.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And we still, you can't get the mainstream news. You can't get the
Well,
police,
they
can't get the
they
FBI. Nobody's going to tell us.
Maybe that's something that Trump and the Doge people can expose.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to look for our governor, Mr. Lombardo.
Well,
because he was sheriff at the time, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And he handed it all over to the FBI. He said, "No, it's out of my jurisdiction," or something like that. I vaguely remember. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. This guy just, and there's again, that whole thing just stinks from the get-go, man. I mean, horrible shit. Like 58 people died there? Something crazy like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Colin said that was a cover-up to take out the Saudi prince, man. Crazy, dude.
Somebody just was in the chat, and I I missed it. Let's see here. I have to add the chat to our
Thomas Arthur. Well, if you're still out there, Thomas Arthur Schaefer, welcome. 100% on what, though? What we're talking about with Cullen?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
This
dude.
was
I mean,
just a minute ago.
well, my Rumble is frozen on my phone.
I'm just gonna grab that chat out to our show.
Yeah. Anyway, dude, yeah, that Cullen dude, I'm gonna have to I mean, God.
He's also done a lot of investigating of the assassination attempt
On
on
yeah.
Trump and Butler.
Yeah.
You guys are on point for Vegas. Thanks, Thomas. Arthur Schaefer.
Yeah, dude, that whole October 1 shooting thing is just, there's way too many unanswered questions there, and they need to open that thing up for real. Anyway, so
Oh my gosh, I was gonna go. The next big thing that's gonna blow up here. Here we go.
what you got?
Barack Obama.
What?
And P. Diddy.
And that did happen with
We
Puffy.
would be having. Yeah. 1,000%.
You think Obama had anything to do with any of these parties that he had?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh boy.
You got presidents, you got preachers. T.D. Jakes is one of the biggest black preachers around that everybody loves. Everybody in prison, if they try to get the word of religion, they're not going to the chapel somewhere. They're turning to watch T.D. Jakes. He had to resign from his whole community.
That's right.
You talking about the top of the top.
Unbelievable.
Tom Hanks.
Man, I mean, I got a lot of questions with this guy, but you
Oprah.
answered the first one. How do you get away with something like this for all this time with all these people that are allegedly involved? I want to tell you this. I was in the same tier, the same cell that Epstein was on. And Suge, there's no way in hell that guy could have committed suicide on that tier. I was in there for 7 months. There's no way.
And coming from you, I know you didn't know the truth. And I personally didn't think he was going to commit suicide. But the thing is, he had from Oprah Winfrey to everybody on that island. Anybody with a weird fetish, and that's what underage kids was on that island, and everybody knew it.
That's
so
true.
It's not like it's a situation where all of a sudden maybe there's been a talk, and you know as well as I know, like you begin on the same tier as him, he probably was going to tell it all. He helped himself,
No doubt. No doubt in my mind at all.
And made sure he did.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way he could have done it. First of all, they're watching all the time. There's cameras, and just so happens that one particular time there's no cameras and no one monitoring that. I had eyes on me 24/7 when I was there. So, I mean, I knew it was impossible.
Always.
Yeah.
You have that one time to yourself.
Nothing
You're
at all.
always watching yourself.
So
always. No way.
Man, Suge, might have some inside baseball on that whole. He definitely has some inside piece. Yeah, and dude, more will be revealed, Gilbo?
Yep, it's a little late in the show, but for all you that were watching us on YouTube or on X, jump over to Rumble, the Use of Cedars, watch us there. I'm going to end it on those other two streams.
Adios.